Intehill 17.3-inch portable 4K monitor review. This 4K display has a 17.3-inch screen, but the picture quality is optimal for particular tasks. Unwrapping the Intehill 4K portable monitor for the first time, it is an unexpected combination of aluminum and glass. Its weight is 1.2 kilograms, excluding the box, which is also notable. The display lid is created in the smart case as a support stand that uses magnets to attach. The toes of the display wrap from one side, the majority of the boxy inputs on the right side, and the OSD control buttons on the left. Perhaps the most noteworthy exception to the right of the input setup is one microB input located on the left and the more traditional format on the right. They include a mini HDMI, a DisplayPort, and a USB Type-C, as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. To be specific, there are two USB Type-C ports, but only one can be used for charging the screen, and the other is accessible with dust and water-resistant connectors, text, video, and charging-capable USB-C ports. Thunderbolt may be sufficient to power the screen completely with your laptop if your computer has that particular port and can provide the wattage needed to run the movie. Electric cables featuring two USB-C connectors and a mini HDMI or full HDMI connector, besides a DisplayPort cable, aren't included in this device, which seems substantially remarkable for the price. Here, it's odd for a device in this cost range to not contain a power supply. The box has some holes indicating a vague point in time prior to this item's creation. Its maker had designed the tool to include a Type-C power supply, but Intehill decided to omit it. This problem is that the current supply will malfunction when using one produced for laptops, something that can only provide between 30 and 45 watts of power. When the needed PSU is plugged into the required two USB-C sources, the ordinary monitor functions normally. What is not as advantageous is that if you have on a less substantial PSU, it appears to awaken, then displays a message on the screen about power save and turns off itself. USB-C is one cable the monitor can be driven with when the laptop has a PS/2 port that supports power delivery, but if the machine does not have such a port, you'll need another cable. Those looking for a sturdier option than the smart case can connect to the back of the stand using Visa mounts. This will detract from the portability of this system, but it is an essential additional feature. A suitable alternative could have been a kickstand like that on some other Intehill designs. The smart case is strong enough to hold the screen up, but it negates the possibility of mounting a small system onto the back using the Visa mounting holes and creating an ad hoc mobile PC. Assuming the Ethernet port has enough angry pixies to offer this display at this scale, just hooking up is intuitive. HDMI and DisplayPort are merely suitable, and the only challenge lies with those who hook this up to a display via a USB port. However, the panel here is a great deal better than expected, with an excellent factory calibration squeezing as considerable distinction out of it as possible. In testing, it fell just a little short of its predicted 400 nits, however, it was very close, and the contrast is almost on the 1001 ratio. By default, the gamma was set to 2.2, and the curve accurately tracked that profile. A couple of extra features boasted on the monitor are practically useless to graphic designers gamers but could be useful for others. This monitor can be beneficial by utilizing the HDMI 2.0 specification cables that Intehill recommends, though these cables are not provided by them with the display.